Dear student, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is poverty. As poverty, from the independence, Indian economy faced the three types of problem. Number first is the poverty, number second is the unemployment, number third is the inflation, and other problem as well as till it is the 70 year of our independence. Then also the majority of our persons are called poor. India is called country of poor man, though we are rich in resources. Now in this topic we are going to learn about what the poverty means and how it can be eradicated, how it can identified, and different other things. First of all, let me quote you the example of Pele, of Black Pearl, a favorite player of football. The Black Pearl Pele, in his biography, told that poverty is a curse which degrade the humans than the animal life. Now let us just understand with the help of a one UNO quote. According to United Nations, according to United Nations, if only US and rich American country, what they invest in the pets, if they started contributing to UNO, the poverty from the whole world can be eradicated. So now meaning of poverty. Now let us go to the what is meaning of poverty. Poverty is a economic situation or a social situation in which a person is unable to fulfill his or her basic requirement. Basic requirement, that is, we have the three basic requirement, that is clothing, fooding, and shelter. If this is called a poverty, which can be broadly accepted anywhere. Broadly, it can be poverty refers to a state in which an individual unable to fulfill even the basic necessities of life. Now let us come to the who are the poor. Now how can we identify the poor in urban areas and rural areas? Now in urban areas, they do not have the they do not they do not have the assets. They have few assets. They reside in kacha apartment with the wall made of baked mud and roofs made of grass, thatch, bamboo, and wood. And second, the poorest of them do not even have the dwellings, or they do not have the shelter. Again, the urban poor are largely the outflow. They are mostly the migrants from the another of the rural poor who have been migrated to urban areas in search of alternative employment and livelihood. In rural areas, poor people include landless agricultural laborers, cultivator with very small land holding, or marginal farmer, we can say. Landless laborers engaged in a other activity, or non-agricultural activity, or tenant cultivator. Tenant are those who do not possess their own land but they cultivate on the others land, are called the tenant. And small land holdings, and many of the rural people are landless and they do not have the land. They are mostly the poor. Even if some of them possess land, it is only or wasteland. It is only a small piece of land or wasteland. Many rural people do not get to have even 2 meals in a day. They do not have the sufficient for food as well. As common feature in the poor people. Now let us first what are the common features of the poor people? They having the hunger, starvation, and malnutrition. Second, they have the poor health. They are generally physically weak due to the ill health, disability, or serious illness. Their children are less likely to survive or to be born healthy because scarcity, hungerness, and malnutrition is resulted to poor health. Third, limited economic opportunity. They have very limited economic opportunity due to they do not have the literacy rate. They are illiterate, and their skills rate. They are also unskilled, so they face unsuitable employment. They are not able to negotiate their legal wages from employees, and they exploit it. Again, next symptom is the debt trapped. Debt trapped, कर्ज में फंसना. They borrow the money from the lender who charge very high rate of interest, and they could not repay it, and as a result their asset decreases. Lack of facility to of electricity and water. They lack all the modern facility of the human, just like electricity, water, sanitation, and these most. Gender inequality prevails within the family in a regard of participation of gainful unemployment, education, and decision making. Poor women receives less care on their way to motherhood. Now especially females are more means they there is a gender inequality between male and female in the poor society. And bigger families generally, that is in the census 2001 and 11, the size of the family which were found big were either the poor people or the illiterate people. Either they are belongs to Hindu religion or Muslim or Christianity. Three common feature: if they are illiterate and poor, they have the big size of family in compare of the richer literate literate family. Now there are two types of poverty, that is one is relative poverty and another one is absolute poverty. Now relative poverty, when we when we understand the relative poverty, relative term is the comparative phenomenon. If we compare the two person, two country in compare of let's compare three country, Nepal, India, and USA. If we compare USA and India, now we can say India is much richer than India, USA is much richer than India. But if we compare the Nepal and India, we can say Nepal is poorer than India. Now what can we conclude? The term poverty is a relative phenomenon. So in this term we are talking about not a absolute poverty, we are relative poverty. We are comparing. The poverty can be used as a comparison. Now this is the let us understand what does the relative poverty means. Relative poverty refers to the poverty of people in comparison of other people, regions, or nations. I have just given you the example. If Ram has lower income in comparison of Shyam, then we can say that Ram is relatively poor. It helps in understanding the relative position of different segment of the population or different individual, society, community, even nation also you can measure with this help. And the last one, limitation, it only reflects the relative position. It do not tell the, we compare it in this condition, we do only the comparison how poor and poor person is, or whether he is deprived of the basic. Here we don't talk about the absolute poverty, either the person is able to fulfill our basic requirement or not, we are not going to concern about it. Now for today it's sufficient, and we will discuss the another poverty, that is absolute poverty, in the next class tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day ahead.